welcome to Real Estate with Ryan. I'm Ryan Coleman, and as always, in the studios with my lovely wife, April Coleman.
Hello, everyone.
And we do got a special guest in the building. I wonder who that would be.
Who do we have as a special guest
Who's our special
today?
guest? Is that Kinsley Grace?
Yes.
As I've got my little daughter on set, I said, well, this is a family business. It's one of those days. And I said, well, hey, Kinsley, you ever been on the radio? You ever come in the studio? She's always had to sit outside or never had a chance to be on. So social media land, you get to see my daughter.
Yes.
You guys on the radio listening, I brought her in, and she is on her best behavior.
Yes,
And
fingers crossed.
We didn't even have to bribe her with any surprise toys. If you parents know. Yeah, if you know about surprise toys, that's always our go-to.
No surprise toys.
Nope, not today.
No surprise toys? Right. So, So, Kinsley, what do you think about being on the radio? Is it neat?
Less talking.
I know, less talking. What about all the people out here? Now, you've been on social media before. I've had you on a giveaway when we were giving tickets away to the Vols, and you were talking to the people. What do you think? No big deal?
Nothing.
How old are you?
Full.
4 years old. Wow. Do you see yourself in maybe being in the radio business or
No.
real estate, maybe selling houses?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
All right. Well, we got a good show for you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Hope everything comes through very clearly, and excited my whole crew could be with me.
That's
Truly
right.
my whole crew.
Truly.
Family time. That's what we do. We
Yes.
put it all together. It's it's always having fun. We may be working, but we're having fun together.
Because we're avoiding sickness.
There we go.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah. So
That's not what we're doing.
yeah. So we had, as you know, April's been out a couple weeks, and everybody, if you have kids, understand what's going on, the flu, and it seems like sinuses and so much going on in the area. Well, everybody just got back to being better, and all of a sudden, I took my daughter into daycare the other day, and then guess what? Oh, by the way, that room has the flu. Mm-hmm. And I said, oh, no. Well, we had to take her out.
Not
So-
going to happen. Because Mama
I don't
is-
need that flu.
No, you do not need the flu, do you?
Right. That's where we had ultimately, she's with us. So we've got some challenges here, but we're making the best of it, and we're maximizing time with Real Estate with Ryan. So, and we're going to get in the show. Thank you for staying tuned. We've been busy, even though we've had daycare here in our office a little
Yes.
bit. We've been extremely busy. Spring market is really picking up, and we got some housekeeping issues April's
do.
going to go over, some brand new clients that we're starting to help. And,
You got it.
Let's start with that, April.
Okay, yes. So we have a great condo that we listed on Tallaluna Avenue. It's 3636, apartment number 402. It's out in Sequoia. So it has a clubhouse and swimming pool, really nice community there. Not many of these condos are on the market for very long. So make sure you check that one out. Then we have, do you want to say something about it?
Am I allowed?
Yeah, sure. Butt in.
Yeah, no, I mean, those condos over there, they're for that professional. You go down to UT. We did a post the other day on social media. We were talking about it. It's for that professional down in UT, somebody going to college, grad school, or for that person that's just over the yard. This time of year, it can be a lot of yard work, and they're looking to downsize. So a great opportunity. The HOA has so many amenities that most people don't know about, and there's just a historic area in there. And so they usually don't last long, and
No,
this
they don't.
floor plan has been renovated.
Yes.
And so, we expect that to hopefully go quickly.
Yes, we do.
So-
Yes, we do. So we have another one that is 10349 St. Regis Lane in Farragut, 37922, 4-bedroom, 3-bath. Has had a great amount of activity so far and just hit the market. So I have a feeling it won't last long. So check that one out if you're looking in that area. We have 11008 Crosswind Drive, also in Farragut, 37934, 5-bedroom, 2.5-bath. It's in Concord Hills. Great community also with a swimming pool. So make sure you look for that listing. Then the last one is 433 Blackberry Lane. It's out in Dandridge. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath basement ranch. It's on over 5 acres, and then they have an additional lot that's for sale as well. So it's very private and wooded and a great layout. So if you're looking in that area or know anyone that does, need to live in that area, then you can contact us.
Yeah, and so we've also got a couple that just hit the market or coming in the market that we've taken the last couple of days, about 4 or 5, but we don't have those ready for press releases. So
Not
we'll
yet.
wait till next show to go over those. So overall, been a very, very busy spring.
Yes.
I think this week, hopefully, we'll finally get some weather back in the 70s.
Yes, I'm ready for it.
Yeah, and so excited about
Been
that.
killing me.
So-
And I want to say congratulations real quick, because we literally just put Kingston Pike under contract, and it is
Oh, the
now bound.
Colemans. Oh,
Yes.
they're so excited for them. Just got a sweet text from her, and that house has been on the market with another agent for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't successful, and we were able to put that historic, beautiful home that's been in the family forever
Yes.
under contract. So
Yes,
you
it's a
met
really
the,
neat
you
house.
met the buyers the
I
other day, right?
did. It's a really sweet young family, so they're going to be happy
They're
there.
going to love it. They're going to love it. Well, thanks for tuning in. We got a great show. We're going to talk about, as this time of year, we were kind of debating what to talk about. As you know, we had spring break. Before you know it, summer will be here. We're going on vacation. And we just want to talk about what you need to do to prepare if you're leaving town for a long period of time. If you're gone for the summer, you've got a vacation homes. Tips for protecting your vacant home when you move or keep it if you get transferred out,
Right.
leaving it back here vacant. So
Right.
we're going to talk about that. These are things you wouldn't think of. You know, it's old Murphy, never happens until you know of it. And that usually it's always happens when you're about across country in California or in
that's
Texas,
true.
and you don't have these things. So we're going to talk about these tips, and hopefully if you're leaving your home vacant, it'll help you whether you're selling or not. So
Yes. The main thing is, if you're selling your home, if you left packed up and now your home's vacant, then we've got some tips for you as well.
I think the first thing, and this is really not even on the list, but first thing that if you're selling, you guys know your real estate agent is your number one go-to asset in the market.
definitely.
Yeah, you do not try for sell by owner across the country.
Oh.
Under no, and
Yeah,
because
we
so
have
many
had that
different
before.
things. Yeah, we'll talk about that. So many different things and opportunities with that, because your real estate agent is going to be your best center point of contact. You need something to go by. We do it all the time. You need to go check on the house. The alarm went off on one of our
Right.
customers' houses.
We had one that had a leak in there. They had, I'm not sure if they winterized their irrigation system or not, but they had a leak, and we had to go over there and check that out because a neighbor called us.
Right. Yeah. And so many things like that. We just had a client. Unfortunately, the house is vacant. It's been there for several years, unfortunately, and that we got a hold of, and there was a break-in. Believe it or not.
Oh, yes,
So it was
there
a
was. That
break-in,
happened not
and
too
we
long
had to
ago.
activate the alarm. He hasn't had the alarm for a long period of time. These are things that is going to be your best point of contact if you need a handyman. That your agent can do that. First, let's talk about some things that you may not think about. Believe it or not, I have clients that go overseas. They're gone for a long period of time. They winterize the house. One of the things that you don't think about it, that your lender may not think, if you've abandoned, if you've not taken care of the yard, if your utility bills get cut off,
Oh, yeah.
banks do, number one is banks do personal checks on properties.
Oh, really?
And what happens, and most people don't know this, when the utilities get cut off, there's a register out there that they can find out if there's notices. And I'm
Really?
not really sure how that works, but if a property has been deemed vacant for a while, the lien holder can go by and actually change the locks or access to a property to secure the property as collateral.
Wow. That's interesting.
Not where most people think about, but
No.
it definitely comes up, and you want to make sure that you take care of that.
Yes.
I think one of the biggest things, we get busy if we're on vacation, even if it's for a short period of time. We talk about unpaid bills, any kind of important bills while you're gone. You may want to put them on a payment plan, put those on an automatic draft. Those kind of things are very, very important,
That's true.
because you hate to have your credit ruined or something missing if you haven't got played out of town.
Yes. Yes. Very true.
What's another good tip, April?
I think that one is, a lot of people will do this. I think it's probably number one. We like to announce things, tell people, post pictures on social media. And I think it's really big that if you're going on vacation, that you wait to post all of your pictures after the fact when you're back, because everybody's going to know. First
I'm
off,
the first one. I'm out on Facebook.
He does all the
I'm out
time.
there and I'm like, hey, look, it's selfie time.
because it's exciting
Yeah,
when you get to go
everyone
on
wants-
vacation. It is very exciting.
But April has worked really hard with me, and we've worked hard together. When we're out on vacation, we really can't, which is never. It doesn't seem like we get much. But when
Yeah.
we do, we try to make sure that we don't post until we get back, because that's kind of a safety issue with that. I think the second thing as we're coming into this break that most people don't think about is your homeowner's insurance policy.
Yes.
You know, the insurance company, they don't like to pay. They like to take our money, ideally. They don't want to tell you that, but they don't want to pay. And so most people, you want to check your policy if you're leaving for more than 30 days. Most homeowners' policies are not covered if the property is vacant for over 30 days. You want to make sure that you have any exclusions, that if anything happened, that hot water tank went out, causes a big leak, washer and dryer for some reason goes bad,
Yes.
and guess what? There's a leaky line in the ceiling, then there's a big issue. So make sure your policies are corrected.
And you can also get a vandalism policy.
Got time. We'll talk about vandalism in a second. As we're coming on the break, thank you for staying with me, April and Kinsley. You're listening to Real Estate with Ryan. We'll talk more about vacant houses and what you need to know here on the other side of the break.
When it comes to the real estate market, turn to the experts that focus on you. With over 20 years experience, Ryan Coleman with Hometown Realty knows what it takes. It's the right marketing. It's the right exposure. Ryan and April will use their expertise each step as they guide you through the home buying and selling process. Ultimately, it's about results.
You need someone you can trust that is committed to you.
You have a lot of choices, but the choice is simple. It's Hometown Realty.
Is it time for a new place? Ryan Coleman with Hometown Realty has the experience to sell your home quickly and help you find the right home for you. And if he can't sell it right away, he will buy it himself. Life changes, and sometimes your home needs do too. Buying or selling, turn to someone you know you can trust. Ryan Coleman at Hometown Realty.
All right, you're back with Real Estate with Ryan. We're on the break here. We're having fun with my little one, and we're using the phone to keep her occupied on a timer. So we're going through this. And Kinsley, what do you think on vacation? Oh, you don't liking that? So we're here in the office. If you're tuning in on the other side of the break, we said we do a little family radio station. First time my daughter's on the air officially.
Yes.
I bribed her a couple times on social media, but this time I said, well, hey,
Let's just do it.
It's a whole 30 minutes, Kinsley.
I know.
Now she's frowning. Now, you guys listen to social media out there. Do you see Kinsley? You see they don't want to see you frowning, honey. So she's in a bad mood, and you guys
all of a sudden.
That. Anyway, so we're talking about what you need to do. We're talking about what you need to do, guys, if your home is going to be vacant for a longer period of time. As we come into the summer months, what's important. On the other side of the break, we were talking about homeowners policy. April, I think, was talking about vandalism. What were you saying about vandalism?
Yes, you can get vandalism and malicious mischief coverage that protects your unoccupied home.
Mischief, that's my daughter.
Oh, yeah.
She's a mischief.
Don't tell her that meaning.
Now, I'm just teasing, honey. I'm just teasing. So, I mean, those are things that you don't think about if you're a long period of time. Some of the basic things, and we got some tips we want to talk about. I mean, April was talking about the photos and social media, but, make sure you lock your doors and secure all the windows. That sounds basic, but when you're in a rush and you're getting families together and you're pushing out the door, make sure you do the last check.
Yes.
Run through the house. Make sure if you have your lights on a timer, make sure we leave a couple lights on.
Right.
Very, very important. And
maybe your exterior lights, if you have them at the garage or next to your door, you can leave it on.
And all that good. So number two, I think you April, you and I have talked about this before. Always good to have like your family or a neighbor have an extra key,
right,
or code. If you guys have coded access to your doors, make sure that you have a key access to the door, so that if you need something and you're far away, that you could actually get somebody in there and that's trusted to get in your house. That needs access, especially if there's an emergency, right?
Exactly. You can also alert the law enforcement and let them know if your home's vacant that you've moved out, and then that way they can have someone on alert.
Now, I know this one tip is the last thing us guys are thinking about when we finally get out of town. We're out of town. It's vacation mode. We're having a blast. And the last thing we're thinking about is cutting the darn grass, right? Like, we're not cutting the grass, or who's doing the grass. So if you guys got a lawn service, it's easy breezy. But if you guys are trying to save the money or you enjoy it, my buddy Justin was on here the other day and was talking about it. He's like, it's therapy. I enjoy it. And if you're going to do that, make sure you go ahead and get your yard fresh cut before you go out of town. Because the last thing you want to do come back is, have our crawly friends in the ground and we have 8-foot grass. And
yes, and then people will think, oh, they must not be here.
And that's the issue, and you'll probably make the neighbors very upset with you, especially live in some of these neighborhoods. You probably get a call from the city. I know we had a call from one of the properties we had. They're really not been on the market that long, and that opportunity in the city. We got code enforcement calling us, so
That's true.
make sure you do that. Exterior lights.
Yes.
We talked about that. Motion detectors, guys. Motion detectors are big, and then that opportunity there that so if people are around your yard, they even got the lights now, the ring, you know, where it picks you up on a camera. Make sure you have them installed, because those are things that if you don't have them installed, people that, here's the summer months start coming up, those opportunities could really never know who's wandering in your yard.
No.
You got tall grass, you got kids playing, and all of a sudden, that's an opportunity for a burglar or have that opportunity out
And
there.
even if you don't have a security system, then a lot of times you can just get the little things that you put in the yard that says this home is protected by, or a sticker.
So April's going to put the fake sticker. It says ADT.
There you go.
And put that in the window. It may
I
work,
mean, you never know. It may work.
Well. Then, you know, I think probably something that we need to think about is removing valuables. You guys that have safes out there and that kind of opportunity, put things in your safe. Make sure we're taking the valuables away. If you have a safe deposit box, put those away. You know, not that there's going to be an issue. Yes, you can have it insured. But the last thing you want to do is something that's been in the family for a long time, something very sentimental, and you leave it behind. Go ahead and take the extra step of caution. Put them in a safe deposit box. Get it in a safe. That way, if something happens, especially the family pictures, make sure that those are things that are important.
Right.
I know it's one of the things I had one of my staff doing, and most people don't think about it. We're now in a digital age that everything's on our phone or we're on a video camera. And what we're doing, and what I would suggest to a lot of people that we don't think about, we just had a colleague or a friend of ours that lost his whole house. It burnt down.
That's true.
And so some of those things you don't think about. So transfer all your pictures, all those important moments where your little daughter was born, your wedding, some of these moments that you just can't get back. Back them up at the office computer. Back them up on these drives where you can store them in a chip, and get them in a safe or a fireproof room. Because we don't think about it. I know me personally, we started working on it. We have not completed all this, but we just don't think about how many pictures and things we have. And the stuff, you can always buy more stuff, right?
Right.
You know, a new couch or TV. But it's those pictures, those memories of the wedding or your first house or all those things that you've had for years. I would say that's probably the most important thing that you can do. And obviously that takes time, but there are also some online storage places that you could pay monthly, and you could upload all those photos there and at least be a data source. So if something ever did happen like that you could cover. So I'd say that's probably one of the most important things. April's talking about the security sign. That's always a good thing to have. You know, it's enough to scare at least not that determined burglar, right? Not that determined burglar.
Somebody.
Now, one of these things that's important to have is your handyman. You got to have your handyman on dial. Somebody good that if something happens, a leak, that you're not paying an arm and a leg to somebody out the phone book or somebody online. Handyman that you know, that you trust, that you've used. It's important. I always say that if you have a good realtor, give us a call. Obviously, we've got great people that we work on a daily basis. We're always here as a center point of a referral. Got a lot of great people in our industry that we work with that is there. What else do you think?
So what I'm thinking of is when you have your home and it's vacant and for sale, there are a couple of things that you want to consider. Open houses. Should we have an open house in a vacant house? I mean, we had an open house recently and it's vacant, and you have a lot of people that come in that's from out of town. So literally we had actually two couples that said, oh, we're just looking this weekend. We came down just to find a couple of houses. We don't live here. So you never know who's coming in and out of your house. But on the flip side, it may also be a good idea to leave some of your furniture behind and kind of make it look like it's staged a little bit, like they're not really sure if somebody lives there or if someone doesn't, because that's going to lead to increased criminal activity, like we were talking about with one of our clients that I think we do think that someone knew that the home was vacant, and so they busted in. What was it? A garage door, side door, and someone went to show it, and they thought, "Oh my gosh, it's still open. Let me call the real estate agent." Called us and let us know, and then we had to inform the clients, "Hey, we think somebody broke in," and they went and checked on it for us to make sure everything was fine with that showing. So those are just some things that I would, make sure that you think about when you're leaving your home vacant.
That's what most people really don't think about as we come into the season, that we're so quick to get it. We need a vacation so bad. I know, like around the Coleman house, it's like we're dying to get out of town, and you align your schedules to focus on that. It's like, I'm just doing everything I can just to get out of town. Bags packed, kids, focus on your business, things that need to be going on. And a lot of these things you don't think about. And so we're going to put them on our website, we'll put it on our blog, put it on our page. These tips are very, very helpful. But, the insurance, the memories of the photos, and all these different things are very, very key.
Right,
exactly. Because, a lot of people don't understand that. I really didn't know about the insurance policy when I was talking about that. That's not something that Allstate tells us, is it?
No, not at all. I didn't know about the utilities, so that's another thing.
And so what you guys are thinking, I hope you guys have enjoyed kind of the show and what we've got going on here. We've enjoyed you. Kinsley, what do you think on the radio? Have you had a good time and enjoyed talking to all the people and everybody following us?
Are you going to talk?
The cat got your tongue there, Kinsley Grace?
The whole time she said she wanted to say something.
Well, she's been really good, so I hope you guys didn't mind her sitting with us on the radio. Say thank you for listening to us.
No.
She usually has a lot to say, guys, and that's for sure. Every week you're listening to Real Estate with Ryan, me and April. Thank you guys for following us on social media. If you're out and about, make sure you like and subscribe to our page. We've always got new information and a lot of great properties in East Tennessee coming here with Real Estate with Ryan. Kinsley, you want to say bye? You got about 14 seconds before we get out of here. If she doesn't, it's an easy number, guys. If you need a 693 sold, we'll hope to see you next weekend here, Real Estate with Ryan.
Thank you.